Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy 360 Stacks in this thing, baby. We're representing TKOG, my boy. I'm gonna do some coverage, bro. I think I'm gonna go in on this deck right now. So I've been studying on the set coming up called Phantom Nightmare, and there's quite a few decks that are interesting to me. And since I don't do this form of content often, I figured let's give it a shot and see how the viewers receive it. And if you guys like it, I will continue. I only like to do what you guys like, and I determine what like my audience actually appreciates or values or wants to see based on like how well it's received in the terms of the views and the likes, and honestly just like interaction in general. Like minimal feedback means like, maybe they weren't here for it, so like let's try and do different things and see what the audience like wants more. And obviously diversity in content is always a good thing. So let's go ahead. Let's start. So I'm not sure which ones are better than the others, but let's go ahead and start with, I guess, the extra deck cards. I think I found every Goblin card to my knowledge. There might be more. Please let me know in the comments below if I missed any. But to my knowledge, these are all the new ones. I don't know if any of the old ones ever made the cut. I believe the entire new archetype is just gonna be playing the new Goblin cards. They do look pretty insane. Like just the art, they look crazy, dude. Like these cards look like ridiculous. Let's start the extra deck cards. So they got a rank 3, Goblin Rider Big Head Gabonga. It's a funny name, dude. Honestly. If this guy's XYZ, he takes 2 level 3s, generic. If he's XYZ summon, add a Goblin monster from your deck to your hand. He's generic, so like I can already think of like 3 access. Like you can, if you don't draw a starter, you can build your deck like you're playing Phantom Knights. And honestly, like as long as you have 2 level 3s, like this could mean combo if they have a 1-card starter. So that looks good already. If a material's detached from a monster on the field, except during the damage step, you can target one other face-up monster on the field, attach it to this guy's material. Oh, so that's pretty nutty. That I can see that like that wouldn't be there if it wasn't a way to layer disruptions on your opponent's turn. So they obviously have ways to detach whenever they want. So snatch one of your opponent's monsters. During the end phase, you can attach a goblin from your deck to this guy as a material during the end phase. He has 3 gnarly effects. He's Rhoda, he's a disruption, and he lets you attach whatever you want. And I can imagine they probably have some busted graveyard effects, or like just they probably give extra effects to the actual XYZs that they're under too. Like it could be one of those scenarios where they gain effects, like like they might have like do some like additional layered effects where if they're used as an XYZ material, they give extra effects. That kind of be crazy if it was like that. Goblin's Crazy Beast. This guy's 2700. He's a rank 6. Super generic, so their cards are all generic. That's great for the extra deck. Quick effect. You can target a spell trap on the field, detach 2. That's hefty to detach 2 from a monster's on the field. Oh, I like that. So like, yeah, that's crazy. No wonder why it's 2. So that's kind of insane because like that's against any XYZ deck, like any. Even just Zeus, just like face value, just like I think a lot of decks are on Zeus. Any deck that can be on Zeus is on Zeus. So like that can come up in any matchup, or arguably any matchup. Detach 2, attach that spell or trap card to this guy. If a monster you control will be destroyed by card effect, detach 1 instead, so that's a replacement like Dingirsu. If this card's in your graveyard, you can just summon him and then attach a goblin from your grave to him. So that sounds like crazy follow-up. You can only use this once per duel. Okay. I was about to say that sounds like crazy. That's still crazy follow-up, even though it's once per duel. Yeah, this guy lives up to his name, honestly. I got that, like 10 out of 10 on the rank 3. 8 out of 10 on the rank 6, honestly. So they have a level 4 Goblin Paratrooper squad. If this guy's summoned from the hand in attack position, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls. Switch him to D. He has a big booty, so that's good. Negate the monster's effects while he's face up in defense, so that's permanent as long as he remains. So this is indirectly a going second card, and it says if he's special summoned from the hand in attack position. I'm sure there's plenty of ways to special. It's an XYZ deck. XYZ decks naturally and inherently are gonna be able to spam the board, like to be able to make multiple XYZs in a turn. So There's no reason why you wouldn't be able to consistently get this guy out. If a monster is summoned to your opponent's field while he's in grave, you can discard one card, add him to hand. If it said special summon, that'd be crazy, because like that means you could negate on your opponent's turn, but I'm pretty sure there's still a way to summon this guy on your opponent's turn. So like that's layer disruptions, like stealing their cards. That's kind of crazy. So it's pretty solid card. Like he's follow up in and of itself. He's free fodder. He's a pretty solid body. He's pressure going second. And if they trade with him but don't negate him, you can make like SP and other things with him. During the main phase, so this is Goblin Rider Boon, the Mach Speed. During the main phase, if this guy is in your hand or grave, detach from a monster on the field. I love that they detach from anything on the field. That's crazy. And if you do summon this guy, until the end of the next turn, you cannot summon him again. That's kind of a little overkill, because it's a good effect though. It's a quickie, so wow. He comes out even from the grave, so that's follow-up. Let's see. Goblin Rider Clutter the Noisy. If this guy's normal or special, target one in your grave. Special it, so that's the wolf bark right there. During your opponent's main phase, if this guy's in the grave, this is gonna get good, because like, you know, they already have shown they can detach on your opponent's turn. So like the XYZs, everything's well designed so far. So Monster Reborn. If this guy's in your grave, detach, summon him, but banish it when he's a field. So like, if this guy's set up, you could detach from one of your XYZs, trigger like this guy or this guy. Like you could trigger the rank 3 to like attach one of their monsters to him. This guy can bring back the level 4. The level 4 gets summoned and attack, and then like he triggers his effect to negate, which is cool. And that's like free bodies, free follow up. You can attach these guys from your deck as well. This is looking really good. If this guy's in your hand, this is Rider Dog the Soldier. Detach from a monster on the field, summon him. If he's normal special, add a spell or trap from your deck to your hand. There we go. So they all can freely summon themselves, basically, except for this guy, just by detaching. So you make one XYZ, that XYZ can convert into so much real estate. The Cold-Blooded Rider, what's his name? Mianda, the Cold-Blooded. If this guy's normal or special, you can bring one out from your hand. If he's in grave, detach one from any monster in the field, especially this guy, but banish him. So he's not that crazy. I could see him being like a 1 or a 2 of. Let's see these spells and traps, man. Let's see what's up. Grand Arrival of the Goblin Riders, Rhoda, see it. Then you can optional detach from a monster on the field. So good. Special level 4. So it indirectly becomes E-Telly if you really want it to be. You can banish this card from your graveyard, detach one, and then add a goblin monster from your grave to your hand. You can use both effects the same turn. So this card is literally like a +2. That's broken. This is a broken Rhoda. This is actually broken. This is a really 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Grand Meeting of the Goblin Riders. Goblin monsters you control gain 300 attack for each goblin you control. That's pretty good because they're tiny. During your main phase, you get an extra normal summon. You can target 2 guys that you control. Then you copy one level onto the other, or their levels become combined. So that's how you're making the rank 6, because you can take a 3 and a 3 and then make them a rank 6. I wonder why this guy's a 4 though. So you can copy it, make him a level 3, but I wonder if they have a rank 4 that's good that's coming out. So that's pretty solid. Trap, and they're not there's no restriction. They're not locking you into goblins. So that means that they can make any rank 6 that they want. They can make Beat Rice. Yep. I haven't seen a single restriction, so that means they can make any rank 6. They can make Beatrice, bro. That's broken. So this deck has so much potential so far from what I'm seeing. This is not like a gimmicky deck. This is actually a really good deck. Stampede. Let's see. During the main phase, XYZ on your opponent's turn. Very nutty. Using only goblins, and it doesn't lock you into goblins either, so you can make any XYZ. If you control a goblin XYZ, detach one. Target one monster on the effect monster on the field. Detach one from a monster on the field, and negate its effects until the end of this turn. So you can either XYZ on their turn or just negate. And that can also dodge targeting. That can be this. This is more than enough to work with. So I can see that the rank 3 is a starter. So we could play 3 axis stuff. They don't have a dedicated normal summon. They're all extenders. So we could already see Tour Bus, bro. Like, stop it, dude. Alright, so we could see Tour Guide. Terratop just came to 2, actually. That's kind of crazy. I think I'm going to next attempt to build this deck. I might, yeah. To make these videos even more interesting, I think I might like make a template, you know? Let's do that. Let's build this deck. Let's see what we can do. Like, let's see if we can formulate like a good list. And you guys let me know what you think of the list. We might have to get some testing in, just like, not only because the deck looks fun, because like I can see this being popular. No, I can see this actually being a thing. Tour Guide doesn't need a crazy target, I think, unless some of them are fiends. Let me find out. This guy's a fiend and he has a graveyard effect. Detached special. So you can Tour Guide this guy out and he can be under the XYZ and then he can come back out from the grave. So you don't even need to play a random brick for Tour Guide. You can just Tour Guide just solid on her own. I could see like emergency teleport. I could see Runix, because Runix can put out level 3 bodies pretty easily. Like, there's a lot of ways to go. I'm not sure if I would go Runix or hand traps, because like both sound crazy. This guy seems like he'd be a 2 of. This guy seems like he actually would be a 3 of because of like his interaction. This guy's 1,000% a 3 of. That guy seems like he's cool as a 1 of. The main rank 3, I probably would play. Do they have a way to like put their cards back? Oh yeah, the spell. So maybe 2, because the spell could put them back. Oh, let's see. This guy, he seems like a 1 of to me. The trap seems like a 1 of as well. This spell in particular, I'm not sure if it's a 1 of. I think I would just keep it as a 1 of and see like maybe in further testing, but like this is an obvious 3 of. So like the starters would be the Rhoda, the Tour Guide, Terratop. Crazy. They knew what they were doing, man. They knew what they were doing. They put this. They should have put Terratop to 3, high key. So Terratop starters here. Speller Trap Searcher. Where you at, boy? Yeah, easily like free real estate. Seems like it doesn't really like need a ton of draw power, which like means prosperity wouldn't conflict at all. Doesn't really seem like the extra deck is. It seems very flexible in a lot of ways. So there's more strengths than just the archetype itself. Like it's not like a super broken deck, but like it's very unexploited to me. It has so much generic possibilities, and it can make some really insane cards, and it has some insane cards. I feel like the rank 6 is definitely like I don't know, maybe it's a 2 of. I'm not sure yet. It probably is a 1 of though, honestly. There's a lot of insane rank 3s. Let's see, Gossip, because like again you can like beat hand traps consistently with this card, and you can put that up mid combo. I can see that being a thing. I can see this deck pumping out so many rank 3s. It's insane. I could see like multiple Zeus, actually. I can honestly see like multiple Zeus with this deck. And Downerd is definitely a good card. Fortune Tune, like a really cheesy way to Zeus. I could see Fortune Tune coming up. Let's see. I could see Totem Bird coming up as well. This guy's a wind, so is my Terratop stuff. But like, is it too gimmicky? I think we would want, like, there's potential of like Totem Bird like putting up a negation to prevent like non-engine, but then I'd rather make Breaksword, because then at that point I'd still rather make Breaksword, honestly. And Breaksword staple, like I gotta have that boy. At least one, you feel me? At least one Breaksword. The Evil Czar rank 6 seems kind of crazy. And this deck can also make rank 7s because of the level 4. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's too much. That's too much stuff that this deck can make. That's actually insane. What about the links? Like, of course we're gonna be like We want links, we want the utility, we want to be able to play under barrier as well, under D barrier. So we have Little Knight. Charmers. I think we would want a solid charmer, like to access our main guy. Let's see, we're all over the place with the attributes. Yeah, we're too all over the place with the attributes. We're too widespread. So it's probably will be an inconsistency with like which charmer you can make at what point in time. We might have to just like play one Zeus for right now, cause I wanna play like a really solid rank 7. There's more 3-axis stuff as well, but like let's go ahead and just say like we want to get non-engine out the way. I could see Runics being really crazy in this deck, like pumping out the level 3, just as a free body, and like the Runic cards are just insane by themselves. But I would try a more straightforward approach first and see how we like it. We want Ashen Imperms. We want Nibs, even though Nib is kind of weird right now. Yeah, put in my favorites, why not? There we go. I could see this deck definitely struggling a little bit going second, so I would play like a 1-in-1 on the tactics cards. Post-siding it would probably change. It really doesn't care about his extra deck that much at all. Like, it's so much free space. Prosperity is a no-brainer. And it would just be like more 3-axis cards. I think this deck even has the luxury to play Super Poly. So again, there's just so much that you can do. As far as non-engine, I think Ash Imperm Nib kind of covers a lot. The tactic cards are Gucci. This deck seems like it's not that like terrible going second at all. Like, it really doesn't seem that way. We would probably want, like, we have Evil Czar, so like now we have a negation. That's really cool that you can do that. Like, Beatrice is crazy. Like, she's a crazy card. I want to play like at least one good rank 7. I think this is like a good template so far. It's super funny. I was thinking about being like gimmicky and playing just 3 Upstart Goblin, because you know it's like a Goblin deck. And to my knowledge, this adds a Goblin Speller Trap, so that's just hilarious. That's honestly just super funny. No, that's a Goblin Rider Speller Trap. There we go. So I wasn't gonna do it anyways, but I just thought it was funny. As far as 3-axis stuff, that doesn't make me commit my normal, because like these guys are extenders when you already have an XYZ up on field. So like I feel like we do want more 3-axis cards. What would it be though? Like what chain block? Oh, chain blocks tour guide, Kagemusa. That's pretty good. Yeah. And are any of them like super solid warriors? That guy's a fiend. This guy's a warrior. He's a cool little extender. He's a beast warrior. The main guy's a warrior, so that means we don't need 3. Because I was thinking of like 2 and then a Rhoda. If any of them were like and the main starter is a warrior, so like that's kind of crazy. I feel like he is a 1-card combo. We'll have to learn combos later. So that gives us more 3-axis stuff. So like we have, let's see, technically with Prosperity 3, but we'll just exclude it and just say we have 3, 6, 7, 10, 12. We have 12 1-card combos. We have 14 going second cards. This deck definitely has the luxury, so I would want to play Called By. Called By, and I would say, I'm trying to think of like the crazy 3-axis cards. Like that don't require for you to, that can play around your normal summon being disrupted or removed from the field, because like the psychic cards actually are good. like in Kage, Musha specifically helps with like your normal summon being hit by spell removal, and the psychic cards help like playing through actual hand traps that like negate your tour guide. And this can like chain block her too. They'll probably think I'm on Unchained. We'll do like 1 and 1. And yeah, I think that's like a template. Like that's nothing set in stone right now. Obviously, we could play E-Telly as well. I think that's pretty solid. I think the extra deck is not totally finished, but like this is like where I would start with. Like this is the blueprint, you know. The deck definitely has the luxury to play 2 Little Knights, and we're gonna want a Typhon, of course. Oh, whoops. Sky Crisis. My bad, Pippin. There we go. And I don't know. The final mystery card will be like some insane rank 7 that I discovered. But I think for right now, like this is honestly super Gucci. I think this deck will be kind of crazy. I am gonna test it, but I just really wanted to make a template for the video. Make it saucy. Let me know honestly, you guys, how you feel about this form of content. If you want to see me do coverage more on like new decks and more refreshing takes, let me know. Honestly, I'm here for it if you guys are here for it. Make good choices. God bless you guys. Deuces is wild. You're gonna see me in the next one. All right, peace.